Hello class. In this video I'm going to add entourage, which really means a variety of any other elements, and I'm going to add a person. And you can I'm going to add one person for this video, but in your presentation I'd say add a few things. It could be a couple people, it could be a dog, it could be planters, or anything else. Just add some life to it. Of course, adding people is important because it gives the individual a scale figure to work with, which is really nice, which is really important to do. And I'm sure you know there's lots of varieties of ways of doing people. But since this is a photo reel, I like to use real people rather than silhouettes, although if you want to use silhouettes, go ahead and give those things sort of a try. So what I've already pre-done here is well, this is not what I did. I just want to show an example. I typed in woman walking. All right, because I want to maybe think of someone putting in here. And you're going to get a lot of results. And these days you get a lot of pictures typically that can be easily cut out or already cut out for you. And if you find something that works for you, go ahead and take the easy way out. However, what I often find is when you're thinking about these, you want to think about all these elements. Like, what kind of car are you using if you're putting a car? Make sure it matches. Make sure it says something about the architecture. Make sure the people say something about the architecture, so on and so forth. So, you know, a woman dressed in fine clothes like this is probably not at this house, right? Now, I want to put someone who might be walking around. So I did a various searches trying to find like a woman hiking or something like this, and use Google Power to get through various ways. And I came across this photo, which I said, you know what, this could work nice for this image. And so I've downloaded it, and I've already opened it in Photoshop. But what I'm going to have to do is it's not cut out. I have to take time to cut it out. And so that's what I want to show you how to do that. And then when I'm done cutting it out, I'll show you how to paste it in and scale it, which you probably already can figure out how to do. But I'll give you some pointers on that as well. And of course set her into the landscape. What I'm going to do is my favorite selection method on something like this is just the polygon lasso tool, and I'm going to start anywhere. I'm going to zoom way in, and I'm going to just start, and you'll find you don't have to be absolutely perfect. I'm just doing little tiny clicks to get close to the shape of this woman. All right, and I'm just going to go all the way around. I'm going to trace all the way around her. Now, this would be quite a boring video probably if you watched me click all the way around her. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to just pause the video now, and I'll resume it as I get close to ending my selection. So I finished tracing around this woman, and you can see I have her all selected. And again, it took me a few minutes, but it's worth it to get the right photo. Don't be afraid of taking a couple minutes and cutting out a person from a photograph or having one from your own photograph you have. So I'm just going to Control C for copy. I'm going to go over to my perspective, and I'm going to go ahead and Control V to paste. Now she's looking a little small. Now I have to decide where I want to put her. If I put her off to the side, maybe on the path, for example, what I'm going to do now is I need to scale her. And since this is an eye level shot, I know her eyes have to be around this level. So I'm going to go to Edit, Transform, Scale, and I'll just scale her up. And when she's about the right size, I'll double click. And if I zoom in, she's looking. She could be on the shorter side, which would be just fine there. I could make her a little tall if I wanted to make her a little tall as well. And she's looking a good enough quality, so I might put her there. Realize you can put the person anywhere that you might think they go. Up on the porch, over here. If you put them in the grass, put some grass. Use the grass trick to put their feet inside the grass. That'll make them set. We'll do shadows in another video. You know, if they're in the foreground, you know, make them big, right? So I can put her in the foreground just by setting her like that, which is actually not bad. You know, you don't even necessarily need the feet. I don't think I'm gonna have enough quality in her, and I think she'll be too distracting if I make her that big. But you can do that, and again, you can add more than one person to your image as well. I think what I'll do is I sort of like her off to the side. She is sort of hiking around. Why not, right? This is why she's there. So maybe I'll just put her right there, and then I'll go to grass. I'll use this grass path layer. I think it'll be fine for this. Go to my grass stamp thing and put her feet right in the grass like that. She looks like she's having a good time out here. So there you go. That's people. I'm going to show you how to do trees, I think, next.